Think Krispy Kreme is off limits? Not anymore. These gluten-free, sugar-free, low-carb donuts are deliciously soft and fluffy, melt in your mouth, good. Stay tuned and see how good. Welcome to our kitchen in Keto with Kenny. So today we are making Copycat Krispy Kreme donuts. Fairly easy recipe. I've already tried and made a little bit, and so I've made a couple of adjustments to it. The first ones I made were really thick and just kind of didn't cook, and my oil was not hot enough. So make sure that you've got your oil set minimum 350, but not too high, not into the 450, 475. You can use a deep fryer. I'm using a skillet, a little portable skillet to do that. So it'll hit 350, moving into that 375. Making my donuts a little smaller, they'll cook a little easier. I'll have more to be able to eat myself. We're gonna go ahead and add a little bit of regular vanilla glaze, and then I'm gonna take that vanilla glaze and we're gonna split it in half. I'm gonna add a little cocoa to the other half, and we're gonna have chocolate glaze and a vanilla glaze for our regular donuts. So let's get started. Here's our ingredients. Like I said, it looks like a whole lot, but it's not. It's a small bits of things. So we're gonna go ahead and take our almond flour. I've got 2 cups already measured out. I've got a half a cup of our vanilla sugar-free protein. You can use regular non-flavored. I like the vanilla. It adds just a little bit of extra to it. So we're going to add that in there. We are going to add 3 tablespoons of our sweetener. I'm using the monk fruit just because I like the way the flavor does in our cakes and things. But I will use the allulose for our glaze because it just mixes a little easier and doesn't give any grit. So we've got 3 there. Then we're going to go ahead and add a 2.5 teaspoons of baking powder. So we'll get those in. 2.5. Then we're going to add some xanthan gum. That is easily get to. I get mine at Walmart. It's just enough to help, kind of gives it a little, since we don't have any gluten in our bread, gives us a little help to add the lift. So we're going to add 2 teaspoons of xanthan gum. 2. And then we are going to add 1 teaspoon of salt. I know that's a lot of salt. There we are. We are going to go ahead and mix this all up together, making sure that we've got it all consistently mixed. While we're sitting here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull my skillet in to view. I'm gonna go ahead and turn it to my 350 so that when we're ready, it is ready for us to use. I'm gonna pour in just regular avocado oil. Like I said, it's not got the flavor. It'll do a higher burn content, so it won't burn easier. Olive oil has the same set where it's not as, but it gives a little bit of flavor. So avocado oil doesn't have that flavor. So we're gonna finish our mix here, make sure we've got it all together. All right, so we've got that there. We're gonna move that to the side. I'm gonna take butter, and now we're moving through our liquid ingredients. Excuse me. So I've got a half a cup of butter. I put it in the microwave to give it nice and melted so it's easier to move. I then took a 1/4 cup of hot water. So I put it in the microwave a little bit. It's really not too, so let's give it a little bit longer. We'll give it 15 more seconds just in case, because we really want it warm. So we're gonna give a quick time, 15. And from there, we're also going to add a 1/4 cup of sour cream. So we're just gonna go ahead and add that sour cream into our butter. And our water is ready. Go, nice, that is warm, there we go. We'll just add that right into our liquid. Butter spill. So I'm going to grab a fork. It'll be a little easier for me to mix with a fork rather than a spatula. And we're going to take our dry ingredients. We're just going to add our wet ingredients right in there. Now we use our spatula to get all of it out. And as you can see, our dough is starting to thicken up a little bit. Really nice. We're going to use excuse me, some rubber gloves so that we can form this into the shapes that we want. So we're just gonna roll it out into like little snakes and then just pinch the ends together to create that circle donut. If you wanted to, you could let it sit in the refrigerator for a little bit longer and place it between two pieces of parchment paper and roll it out and then use an actual donut cutter or a biscuit cutter to do. We're not gonna do that. We're just gonna mix it all up. We're gonna let it sit for just a bit so that it actually absorbs. You can see how sticky that is right there. I can tell our oil is starting to get a little warm. The rest of that dough off right there. Now the beauty of this dough and the way that it's made is it's got just a little bit of vanilla in there right now. So not a whole bunch of flavor. You could add a little bit of cloves or cinnamon, making my mom's favorite donuts that flavor. You can add cocoa, you can add cinnamon and maybe thin it just a little bit with some cream or almond milk and pipe it in a bag and make churros, and then you dust those with some cinnamon and sugar afterwards. So this dough is very versatile for multiple items and things to do. So, all right, so I've got my gloves. We're gonna go ahead and we've had our dough set just a little bit. Our oil should be right up to temperature. And we're just gonna, like I said, we're gonna roll these into like little snakes and then just pinch the ends together and place them right into the oil. So the smaller you make these, the easier they'll cook, the quicker they will. It'll be nice and crunchy on the outside and soft and moist on the inside. So we're gonna go ahead and set. Just grab a little bit. Like I said, we're just gonna roll. And just connect it together. They're not gonna be really, really pretty, but they taste amazing. Especially once we get that glaze, that chocolate or vanilla glaze, or you could just eat them regular, totally up to you. Go great with a cup of coffee. Maybe that mocha bullet coffee that we've got. Maybe you're in the mood for donut holes, so you don't want the donut, you'll want the little holes, so you could just make those little round balls and cook the same. I can already tell we've got some nice brown on a couple of those first ones we put in. So we're just gonna take a couple forks. We're just gonna flip. Look at that golden brown. This guy's not gonna cooperate really easy. There we go. We've got some of those donuts going, so we're just gonna set that dough off to the side. We're gonna let those finish cooking, and we're gonna go ahead and start on our glaze. So we're gonna take a half a cup of our allulose sugar, and then we are going to add a little bit of heavy cream and vanilla. So we're gonna go 2 tablespoons of heavy cream, a half a cup of sugar, of our allulose sweetener, and then 2 teaspoons of vanilla. 1 and 2. We're going to take another fork. And we're just going to stir that together. Let's get that out of the way for you. Kind of got our workspace all tangled up. Look at that glaze. And like I said, if it's still a little thick, you can add just a little more cream or unsweetened almond milk. So we are going to add just a little bit more of our cream. And we got some donuts that are just about ready to come out. There we are, that's better.
Let's give it a small little taste just to make sure that we are sweet enough. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, so I've got a parchment paper here. I'm gonna set on this plate, and we're just gonna go ahead and turn our oil off. And we're gonna pull these guys out that are ready. There, oh, crispy, crunchy, still soft. I can feel the softness in there as I lift out. Donut holes, nice little bite size. There, we'll set these guys off. Close our lid up, push that out of the way. Just gonna take a small plate. Just gonna take our donut, place it a little bit in. Still a little warm, so we're gonna pull that off. So it didn't work really well because it's so hot. So we're gonna use just a little spoon and just drizzle that all on top. So it's still a little hot to taste. So I'm gonna go ahead and drizzle these up, make these, and as soon as they're cooled and ready, we'll give them a taste and let you know how they do. All right, our donut's cooled. I've got a little bit of vanilla icing, and I made some chocolate icing to go on the other as well. Let's give them a taste and see how we did. Crispy, light, deliciousness on that vanilla icing. Let's see how the chocolate tastes. Look at that donut texture inside. Oh my, really good. Wonderful crispness on the outside. Like I said, soft, fluffy on the inside. Not too sweet on the donut. The icing really makes it wonderful, but it's also great without it. So just the little donut holes are great too. If you like what you've seen, hit that subscribe button. We'd love to have you on our journey. Don't forget the notification, because that lets you know when we launch a new video. You never know what's coming next. I didn't know we were doing more donuts till yesterday. Here's to health and happiness.